he experienced a psychotic episode. Weeks later, he finally reached out for help. What made you call the doctor that night?
I'll tell you exactly what it was. And I won't cry. I did an event in Oklahoma City where I had a full tilt psychotic meltdown. I mean, I thought I was being beaten up by a monster. I've been up maybe 2 or 3 nights without sleep. I was drinking and using. I had this full tilt. I mean, they had to cancel the show. And I went back to LA and I drank for 2 more weeks. And in a blackout, I called a doctor.
Paul went to rehab, he got sober, and years later, he ran into a concert promoter who had witnessed his breakdown.
At 10 years sobriety, I met this gentleman in Nashville. I found out that he was also sober. He was in recovery. And he pulled out a chip for 17 years. I was 10 years sober at the time. I saw this. This kills me. I said, what did you do when you saw me so beaten up and so near death? He said, oh, we were terrified. What we did is we put together a prayer circle for you. So we put a prayer circle together for you, a bunch of alcoholics in Oklahoma City. And 2 weeks later in a blackout, I called a doctor. It's somebody whispering to us one more time.
Paul says those whispers also taught him to see that every aspect of his recovery is a gift. That's a long way from rock bottom to recognizing that everything is a gift. Yeah. And did you have to hit bottom to figure that out?
I think, I'm not sure. I'm not sure because, in a lot of ways, I never hit a financial bottom. If you talk to my kids
all
or
bottoms are different,
people that were around me, they would have a very different interpretation of how far close to my bottom I got. Because for my children, who never had a father there for them when he needed to be there, they saw a real bottom. I never hit a financial bottom, but I hit a bottom as far as what I was able to deliver as a father or a friend.
Do you have regrets?
Around my children. I do. I regret that I wasn't there for them. And yet, there are moments with Sarah and Cole where the lights go on and we connect in a way that I think neither of us have ever experienced before, which they are magnificently forgiving and loving. But, I don't want to give the impression that I have evolved out of this. 2 years ago, Tracy and I had dinner with my son Cole. And she, as she points out, I was reaching for the check, asking for the check during the appetizers. She said, stay in the moment, sit with your son. All he wants is a relationship with you. And, and she was right. But it's, if you don't have
reaching for the check during the appetizer.
You just ordered the sushi. Check. It's like, we haven't eaten.
Yeah.
So we run sometimes for things we don't quite know how to do.
Yeah. What's the key to living a happy life?
Authenticity. You're enough. I sat down with Tracy to write this book, and I felt, and she never, for a moment, stopped being Tracy. Started going, no, you need to do more of this. You need to. She dared to tell me what I needed to hear.
Wow.
Authenticity is an amazing gift.
Yeah. I think, because we always talk on this show about spiritual practice. I think just trying to be excellent every day, honoring those principles, whether they're the 6 principles that you've outlined here, or honoring the principles that you hold to be true for yourself, trying to be a good person every day is in itself a spiritual practice. Is it not?
It is. I think that is the core spirituality.
Yeah.
And I think, it's just saying hello to someone on the street. It's those silly little things. Remember the old things, those helping the old lady across the street? Paul has a lyric, which I love, which every act of kindness is a little bit of love we leave behind. And it's just being a kind, decent human being every day in every way you can.
Coming up, how Paul let the light in during his darkest time.
I think that what amazes me is that in the midst of my drinking and using, that there was a spiritual life there, and the proof of it is in the songs.
Super Soulers, what we want to know today, is there a challenge that you faced that turned out to be a gift? Facebook or tweet me, and remember to use the hashtag Super Soul Sunday.